Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing raids and investigation of nominee companies here in the Kingdom of Thailand. And I thought of making this video after reading a recent article from The Phuket News, that's thephuketnews.com. Article is titled, DSi Raids Phuket Accountants Over 440 Million Baht in Nominee Companies. The Department of Special Investigation, DSi, and let me just start by saying this is Department of Special Investigation. This is high-level stuff. This is like on par with like the American version of the FBI. Okay, this is not, you know, for those, I've been accused of scaremongering out there. It is what it is here, okay? Quoting again, the Department of Special Investigation has raided a legal accounting firm based in Shillong that is now under investigation for its involvement in facilitating nearly 70 foreigners illegally operating companies with holdings worth an estimated total of 444 million baht. Quoting further, Major Surya, and to be specific, this is DSi Director General, Police Major Surya Singhakamon. So DSi Director General. So for those who would say, well, this is a Phuket thing, DSi is nationwide, okay? Quoting further, Major Surya told the press that, quote, almost 70 foreigners, unquote, were found to be involved in the companies under investigation for using nominee shareholders to illegally allow foreigners to control such companies. Quoting further, he said the practice of using nominee shareholders was illegal under the Foreign Business Act and brought, quote, much economic harm to the country. So again, now getting into what a nominee is really highly complex. But as I'm going to do other videos contemporaneously with this one where we will do a deep dive into exactly what's going on with this particular situation, because you've got issues associated with land ownership, you've got issues associated with restricted occupations. Many foreigners will opt to partner with a Thai in Thailand to set up a company that will allow them to operate. But you still have to be very aware of restricted occupations. You still have to be very aware that land holding is restricted from foreigners in Thailand. They're not allowed to own land, and if an activity or a practice is viewed as being intentionally designed to circumvent those restrictions, problems will ensue, as evidenced by what's happened in this raid in this situation. The other thing to bear in mind is, with regard to so-called nominees, is yes, again, you've got the Foreign Business Act, you want to operate in Thailand, you need to deal with work authorization. Again, if you've got an active participant in the company who's not a nominee, who's not just a sort of a dead name, as I call it, just somebody on that company, then you're probably all right. But again, what appeared to be the issue here, and again, I'll get into deep dive in subsequent videos, but what appeared to be the case in this situation is that, yeah, you know, this was being used, again, for land holding. As I've discussed in prior videos, you got to be very careful with land holding companies. It may be possible, depending on the facts in a given case, oftentimes maybe involving marriage to a Thai national where you're running that business together. Land holding through that corporation may be appropriate. But in cases where it's just, oh no, I'm just setting up a company to own my land, that could be considered an absolute subterfuge. And if that is the case, they will simply, again, they can, and I think likely will, under these circumstances, go ahead and dissolve the company and go ahead and just confiscate the land. So you need to be very aware of this stuff. This is also one of those things that a lot of foreigners just shrug off, and they're either apathetic or complacent regarding Thai law and law enforcement, where they sort of just say, you know, but everybody does it. That's kind of the conventional wisdom, but everybody does it. Well, guess what? They do it until they don't. I've done videos on this before, and when these raids happen, they're substantial. They have ramifications because, as noted, this involves 70 foreigners. You know, I'm sure those people are going through a great deal of turmoil at the moment because, you know, their future's up in the air, what they invested, all of that. And it's because they, in my opinion, well, I shouldn't directly say why, because I don't know the full scope of the facts. But a big factor here with regard to foreigners is their attitude that, in my opinion, I don't have to worry about that. Everything's going to be all right. The Thais don't enforce these things. Well, in point of fact, they do. Being cognizant of Thai law is very, very important here in Thailand. And again, I've been accused of scaremongering, whatever, I don't care. That's not my point. This stuff happens. You know, I've been doing this for almost 7 years now, And I've warned of many different things coming, and I was called a scaremonger then too. You know, at the end of the day, I'm making these videos to provide what I hope to be clear information to folks and to provide clarification and insight so that people can make good decisions that don't get them in a situation where they really have no way out.